Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and welcome to any new people that have clicked on and had a little watch of my videos. I really appreciate the support, so please comment, let me know what other things you want to see, and let's get into it. So today I just want to talk about my wedding dress shopping experience. So I think for a lot of brides, I would say it's quite a daunting experience, but for me I wasn't actually that bothered about the wedding dress. Like, I knew I was going to find a wedding dress that I was going to like, because it's basically like a glorified night out outfit or a party outfit if you think about it. And I never really struggle on finding a night out outfit, so I didn't really think I was going to struggle finding a wedding dress, because different styles do suit me. I could have went short, I could have went like tight fitted, I could have went full blown princess. So it was more so of defining what type of style I wanted. So it actually came up on my timeline that it actually was a year ago I first started trying wedding dresses on. Obviously it was quite hard with lockdown, so all I could really do was research online. So I wrote a list of wedding dress shops I wanted to go to, and I had a little look on their online dresses. Obviously you only kind of get the feel of it online. You don't really know how it's going to look actually on you, because you're just comparing it onto the model there. So I wrote a few names down, but I never really went back to it. I don't know why. I just, you know, you got to do a little bit of research beforehand. So the first wedding dress shop I went to was called TDR Bridal, and that's based in Birmingham in Halesowen. So I went there with my mum and sister, as there was restrictions at the time. I think, could you only have 2 people? I'm not too sure what the restrictions were at the time, but yeah, that's where I decided to go. And also they had a Sunday appointment available, and since I was travelling from Cardiff, originally on the Saturday I was meant to be getting my hair done at the hairdressers, but my hairdresser got into an accident, so I wasn't able to make my appointment. So if I do show you some pictures, ignore the hair because it's fluffy, afro-y mess. It was supposed to be slick, curly and everything like that, but unfortunately that wasn't able to happen. So on the Sunday, me, my sister and my mum went to TDR Bridal. And honestly, it was such a nice experience. Like, I really enjoyed it. Me and my family are quite rowdy, we're quite loud people, so we just, you know, filled the shop with our voices, and we like bounced off each other. So the shop assistant that was helping us, because we had one particular person with us, she was getting rowdy and everything as well. So it was a really fun, enjoyable experience. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we couldn't have the full experience, which would be like little cakes and sandwiches and a little glass of Prosecco and everything like that. I think we did just have one glass of Prosecco. The options were a glass of Prosecco, well, I think we got a bottle actually, or just some water. So we did go for a bit of Prosecco, even though Prosecco isn't usually my vibe, but like, if someone's offering me an alcoholic drink, I'm gonna take it. So yeah, we had a few bubbles while we were getting ready. I'm not going to show you like all the dresses I tried on. I'll put a few clips up here of some of the dresses, because I did think I actually found my dress in the first shop, and I don't want to show that only because the dress that I did end up with is quite similar, so I don't want to show it, but I will show some ones that I did try on. Obviously when you go to a wedding dress shop, they haven't got your exact size, they've just got like varied sizes. So some obviously didn't fit, some did fit, some were too big and everything like that. So the lady that was helping me was just so funny, so nice, really welcoming. It just, like, I just really enjoyed the experience, and we were just having a laugh and a joke. And with me, like, even though, like, I would say and I'm sure every woman would say they're a little bit body conscious, but like I'm body conscious in a weird way. Like I feel more comfortable in like form-fitting clothes rather than loose clothes. I'm trying to get into a bit more baggy clothes, which I'm starting to enjoy that a little bit more. But I would prefer like a cat suit more so than a flowy dress personally. I don't know why, it's just how my mind thinks. So with getting changed in the bridal suite with the lady helping me get the dresses on and off, I literally was naked near enough and in a thong with some nipple covers on. Like I just have no shame. I don't know why I'm like that. Like there's no point. She said, oh, did you want to keep your bra on? Like some brides like to take it off to get the full effect, because obviously if you see a bra under the dress you're not getting the full effect, and I didn't even wear a bra that day, so that was no option for me. So yeah, nipple covers and a thong was the way forward for me, and it gave me the look I wanted to see as well, especially when trying on some of the dresses. The dress that I really liked, I don't want to go into too much detail about either, because obviously I want it to be a surprise for Luke, I want it to be a surprise for the guests. So it was something I wasn't expecting I would like. I went in there thinking one type of way and I came out thinking another. So I would say to all the brides that are looking to get their wedding dress, try and have a bit of an open mind, because what you may think in your mind may be like, yeah, I definitely want that. When you actually try it on, you may get swayed to something else. And I never really had in my mind what I was gonna have. I more so had in my mind what I didn't want, and the dress that I tried on was something that I actually didn't want, and it looked good. Like it looked good, I must say. I also tried on some princess dresses because I know my mum just really wanted to see me in one of those, and my sister loves sparkle. She loves like a princess vibe, whereas that's not really me, really, but I wanted to do that for them just to show them that part. And I actually did really like the dress as well. It did look really good, but I decided away from that. I mean, if I was one of those chicks that was going to have like 2 wedding dresses, I probably would do like a princessy vibe. Like if I was going to have 2 wedding dresses, I'd want 2 opposite ones so you could see the transition in looks, but I'm only going to have the one. I did think about getting another one for the evening, but I'm just like, you pay quite a bit of money for the dress, you're only going to wear it once. Realistically, I'm staying in it all day. Like I'm not getting another one, do you know what I mean? Because then you're wearing 2 dresses half the day, if that. So yeah, I'm staying in one at the moment. Yeah, I'm staying in one for the moment. I haven't really got time to look for another one, to be honest. Yeah, I'm staying in the one. I've talked myself into it, so I'm staying in the one. So yeah, I did have like really strong feelings for the one dress. I nearly teared up. Also what happened, which I thought was like fate or I don't know, good vibes, was that mine and Luke's song played on the radio in the shop when I had the dress on. And mine and Luke's song is Perfect by Ed Sheeran. So yeah, that played, so that made me well up a bit. Anytime I hear that song, I just cry. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah. But literally, not so long ago, me and Luke was in town having some lunch, and like in the city centre, and someone was playing Perfect on the saxophone. I was welling up. I don't know. That song's just got a trigger for me, because that was the song. Not only, obviously, is it our song, but Luke played it for when he proposed to me as well. So it just takes me back to that moment, and it's just, yeah, I just love that song. It's just, yeah, I love it. Anyway, back to the wedding dress shop. So yeah, I was actually quite set on this dress. Not like 1,000,000%. Like I knew I looked good in it. I liked how it made me feel, liked how it made me look. So I was like, do you know what? I'm actually like 90% sure I'm gonna get this dress. Mom was ready to put the money down there and then, because thankfully, thank you, Mum, she was paying for my wedding dress for me. And Mum was ready. She had I was going to say checkbook out, but who even pays in checks anymore? She had the bank card out. She was ready to make a purchase. And I said, whoa, let's slow our roll. This is the first shop we've ever been to. Let me go to other shops first before I make my decision. Because if I go to another shop and I like another one more so than that one, then I know that dress wasn't the one. So I wanted to give myself options. But I would have been pretty happy with that dress. So the next dress I then tried on, or the next dress shop I then went to, was Perfection Bridal. This is based in Cardiff. All the dress shops, I'm going to put a link in the description below if anyone wants to have a look at them. But Perfection Bridal, the service was amazing as well. Like, they were on good vibes. I also had, like, it was very weird that I had, like, kind of a connection to both of the people that were helping me within the shop and the bridal assistant. So the lady that owned the shop, Suzanne, absolutely amazing lady, very welcoming. And as soon as I came into the shop, obviously my maid of honour booked the appointment for me under my name. So I said, you know, my name's Lauren Farquharson, and obviously you may not know that's my surname, but yeah, my surname's Scottish. It's a long name, it's 11 letters. Like, obviously I really like my surname. It's very unusual. People are probably going to say that it sounds like Lord Farquaad from Shrek. You're not original if you're going to say that. I've heard that most of my life. So yeah, it's a very unusual surname. How it's spelt isn't how it's pronounced. So people always stumble on my name. And obviously soon I'm going to be Lauren Phillips, which is basic for me, I must say. No offence, Luke, but it is like, if it didn't have the S on the end, I probably wouldn't have changed my name. Like, because for me, like, a surname needs to sound like a surname. Like, it can't be a first name. Like, Philip is someone's first name. So if it didn't have the S on the end, because obviously no one's going to be called Phillips as a first name, I probably wouldn't have changed my name, or I would have double-barreled it. Would I have, actually? Because that's really long. I don't know what I would have done, but luckily it had an S on the end. That's why I'm going to decide to change my name. But anyway, the reason I'm telling this little story is because when I walked in, I was like, yeah, my name's Lauren Farquharson. Do you want me to spell it for you? Like, I instantly know with my surname, I have to spell it. So I'm like, Farquharson. Like, I always have to spell it. And she was like, no, I know it. And I was like taken aback. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like, I've got family members that are Farquharsons. I was like, what? I was like, no way. So we obviously got into that conversation. So we started off really strong, just like gassing about that she knew how to pronounce my name, she knew how to spell it, and she had family members with the surname, which is very rare. So I was like, wow, okay, lovely. And then the other lady, Caroline, she obviously she could tell that I was from Birmingham, and she's originally from Rugby, which is Coventry, and then I went to Coventry Uni, so we had that to talk about. And she since obviously she's from the West Midlands, she kept picking up my accent, and she was like, I always pick up the Birmingham accent really quickly, so by the end of it she was a full-blown Brummie. So yeah, we just really got on. So when I walked into there, they just, any bridal shop, they say to you, go around and pick the dresses that you want to try on. So that's what I did. I picked the dresses that I wanted to try on, and then me and Caroline went into the dressing room and she was helping me get changed. And I liked a lot of the dresses there as well. I'll show a few clips of the ones that I tried on. I'm not going to obviously show the one that I decided to get. But yeah, we showed a few and I just liked them. The pricing was amazing as well. Like, I'm like the budget queen. Like, I wouldn't say I was cheap because I'm not cheap. I just like a bargain. Who doesn't? Like, why would I pay full price for something if I don't need to? But yeah, so it was cheaper than TDR Bridal, which obviously I loved, but the quality was amazing. Like, the quality was just so good, and I just fell in love with a lot of the dresses. So whereas with TDR it was just 2 of the dresses I really liked, that was and ahhing about, whereas in Perfection Bridal there was probably about 3 or 4. So I knew this was definitely the shop I wanted to get my dress from. It was just narrowing down which one. And then I tried on the dress and I walked out. It was just me and my maid of honour Charles that went to this dress fitting, because obviously I didn't want my mum to keep travelling to Cardiff just to see me try on dresses that I didn't possibly want. So then if I was going to get one of the dresses, which I ended up getting, mum was then going to come down and see it. But we got mum on FaceTime, and my sister and my dad on FaceTime. My dad dipped in and out because he actually doesn't want to see the dress until the day, so he hasn't seen it as of yet. So yeah, I picked the dress, I picked the veil there and then as well, and the dress is just, it's just so nice. It's very similar to the TDR Bridal dress, so I knew I was keeping the same kind of vibe, but it's just, I just think the Perfection Bridal dress had that little bit extra. It was just extra. It had all the extra detailing. It was just the TDR dress on crack, basically, and that's what I liked. I just liked the extraness of it, and it was just so nice. It didn't fit me. I needed the size up on it, also actually about half a size up on it. I needed it lengthened as well, so obviously I'm going to wear heels on my wedding day, so I needed the extra 5 inches on the bottom. I also decided to have a few added extras into it. Obviously once my mom came down, had a look, she was like, yeah, I think this should be added in. Like, me and my mom have very similar personalities, we have very similar taste, and I'm not one of these people that gets really overrun by other people's opinions. So say if I really like the dress and my bridesmaid didn't like the dress and my mom didn't like the dress, I still would get the dress. Like, your opinion doesn't really affect how I feel about something. The only thing they could have said that would have swayed me was like, Laurie, you look bigger than you actually are in that dress, and then I would be like, fuck no, am I fucking looking bigger than what I actually am because I've tried me fucking damn hardest to lose this weight? I'm not coming out looking bigger than what I am. So that's the only thing they could have said. But if my mum would have been like, oh, I actually don't like the dress, I prefer the other, and I really love the dress, I would get the dress because I love it. It's about what I like, it's not really about what everyone else likes. But obviously I do value my mum's opinion, because I know me and my mum are very much on par with, like, we like the same things in life, and we have the same kind of style, I would say. Me being slightly edgier. But yeah, so my mum said, add this bit in, I like this, I like this. So she really liked the dress as well, so we paid for the dress there and then. And obviously we stood in the shop and with the sign, and we picked our dress from Perfection Bridal. The main thing I loved about Perfection Bridal is when I walked in, I just felt like I've known these people for years. Like, it didn't feel like it was our first encounter. I felt like a sense of family. Like, it was just really nice. I can't even explain it in any other way. It was just a really enjoyable experience. I really got on with both of the bridal assistants. I really loved the dress, and it was super affordable. I can't remember how much my dress actually is. It's definitely under £1,000. I'll check the receipt shortly and I'll put how much it actually was up here. But yeah, it was really affordable, and that's what I loved as well. The thing is, I knew my mum was paying for my dress, but I still didn't want her to pay for something that I wasn't willing to pay for. And the TDR dress, I did think it was on the pricier side. It was over £1,000, which obviously isn't really expensive, but I just, the fact that mine is under 1,000, I just really liked that part of it, and that's something I would have purchased for myself. A lot of people have asked me what my budget was for my wedding. I didn't actually have a budget, because with me and money, like, I'm very strict when it comes to money. Like, I'm the person that like manages the money in the household, so I was never going to go overboard. Luke, however, would always go overboard with everything. He's very much he doesn't care how much anything costs, whereas I do. So we never had a budget, but I was never gonna go over the top with anything I was gonna purchase. So we didn't actually have a budget in mind. And anything we did save, if we oversaved, obviously we were going to put it towards obviously getting a house or moving or anything like that, or save it for when we were going to have kids and stuff like that. So yeah, we didn't really have a budget in mind. But yeah, really happy with Perfection Bridal. Absolutely rate them. They've now moved to a different shop as well, but I'll get onto that a little bit later on. So originally their shop was in the city centre in like a little boutique, but now they've definitely upgraded to a bigger shop. So even though I'd picked the wedding dress, me and Charles kind of had like a wedding weekend where we just like sorted near enough like 80% of like, actually 100% of wedding dress and bridesmaids dresses. We sorted all that out over the weekend. We also discussed hen do's and everything like that, so it was a very much bridal weekend. So the next day, me and Charles went to another bridal shop, but this one was a chain rather than just a boutique or a one-off. So we went to Wed to Be. It's located in Birmingham as well, but we went to the Cardiff one. So we went there and it was the same thing. They told us to have a little look around and see what dresses I liked, and then the bridal assistant picked them for me and I went to try them on. This time it was a different vibe. I didn't really feel, I don't know how to explain it, like I didn't feel as welcomed as I did in Perfection Bridal and TDR Bridal. It felt a bit more like I was a number and I wasn't a person. That's just my particular opinion. Me and the bridal assistant weren't really vibing either. Like, I don't know, it just felt a little bit cold. The bridal assistant didn't even help me into the dresses or anything like that, whereas they did with TDR and Perfection Bridal. Like in TDR, like at one point I got stuck in a dress and we were literally on the floor dragging the dress off me. It was hilarious. Like it was just so much fun. I didn't have a lot of fun in Wed to Be. I just didn't. The service just was a little bit lacking. It kind of felt like the bridal assistant didn't even want to be there. Like, I think she was definitely loving her furlough life when she was off. And yeah, it just, the energy was flat. That's all I can say. So Charles came in and was helping me with these dresses, getting them on and off. The dresses, basically, I don't know if anyone knows this, but with bridal dresses, they size them up quite a bit. They're either 1 to 2 sizes bigger than your actual dress size, which is fucking annoying because you want it to be smaller than your dress size rather than higher. But that's what it is in the bridal industry, I believe. So yeah, so I told her what my dress size was, and then she sized them up. And even them being sized up, they did not fucking fit. Some of them were tight. Like me and Charles was like breaking our backs to get into it. The only positive with Wed to Be is that the dresses are super affordable. I think all the dresses are under like £900. I think they're around the £799 mark. But with that said, The quality was very itchy. All the dresses were like, it wasn't like personalized, it wasn't to order, it was you just buy it there and then. Also with the dresses, they are built for someone that's tall, which is a plus for me. So all the dresses fit me in length perfectly, so they're all for someone that's like 5'10" of a taller physique. So if you buy it, then you'd have to then take it to get altered elsewhere, to get it shortened if obviously you're a shorter bride. So that's how it works. It's not really personalized, I would say. It's just off the rack. That's how I'd explain it. It's off the rack. So if you go into New Look, you buy a top, you're getting it off the rack. It's just, that's the kind of vibe it is. It's not to order. The dresses, yeah, they were itchy. The length was good. They smelt quite fishy, in my personal opinion. They didn't smell great at all. I'll put a few photos. I looked absolutely horrific. It just wasn't my vibe. Yeah, I didn't like any of the dresses. There was no dress that I was like, oh, actually, I look really nice in this. I didn't. I looked awful. What was nice in there, you could do add-ons. So say if you had like a boob tube kind of dress, you could add on sleeves and like a lace frontal. You could do that with some of the dresses. Yeah, it just wasn't my vibe at all. Like I just didn't like it. But even though that all sounded pretty negative, the one good thing about it is it helped determine that I actually really wanted the Perfection Bridal dress. And because I went to Perfection Bridal on Saturday and went to Web2B on the Sunday, so I had a nice little overview of the dresses, and a couple of weeks before I went to TDR, so I knew exactly what I wanted in a dress, and unfortunately a Wed2B just wasn't that. But what was good about Wed2B is their bridesmaid dresses. Their bridesmaid dresses are really, really nice. They're super affordable. They're £80, and I just really liked them. And I'm quite relaxed as a bride. Like, I'm definitely not a bridezilla. I'm not really, I am particular in what I want, but I also want to make my bridesmaids feel super comfortable. So I said to them, like, vote on which dress you like the most, because all of them were really nice. I think I picked 3 that I liked out of, I think there's about 6 possibly, I don't know. I picked 3 that I really liked, and I asked them all what they wanted. I was happy if 2 wanted to have one dress and 2 wanted to have the other. I was happy if the 3 bridesmaids wanted one dress and the maid of honor wanted another. I was quite happy with that. Or if they want, they actually all couldn't have one different dress because I only picked the 3 that I liked. So they were the options. They all mainly picked the one that I really liked the most, so they're all actually wearing the same dress. So we were really happy with that. Charles was a perfect doll for me and was trying on the dresses so we could send them through to the rest of the bridesmaids, because obviously with restrictions we all couldn't go in. So we've picked the dress we want, and we're just waiting on ordering it, because basically I was going to get everyone to order them when they tried them on, because obviously I couldn't make it back to Birmingham sometimes. So Darcy went and tried hers on in Birmingham, which is one of my bridesmaids. My sister went and tried hers on in Birmingham as well. Charles tried it on in Cardiff, and Luke's sister Hayley needs to try it on at the moment. My sister was just going to buy it there and then, but then they then said to us that unfortunately you have to buy it all as one order. The reason for this is because it needs to be all cut out of the same cloth, and if you order at different times it may come up as a different colour. So luckily they said that to us. Even though my bridesmaids are wearing black dresses, I still want them all to be in the same colour of black, because I don't want it like slightly off black or anything like that. So we're just waiting for Hayley to try hers on, and Charles wants to retry it on as well. So they're both coming down next weekend to try the dresses on, so we can finally order the dresses. So even though Wed to Be wasn't how I was expecting it to be, we still managed to pick the bridesmaids dresses. So I was really happy with that. Now, obviously, me and my mum went back and obviously paid for the dress and bought the dress, and the dress is finally here. My family came down and we went and tried the dress back on with the 5 extra inches with the added things that I wanted added into the dress. And yeah, it's everything as I remembered it was. It was amazing. I really liked it. Also, I got my nails done especially for the try on. I'm not going to show you because they've grown out, because I've literally had them on for about 4 weeks now, and I should have got them changed like a week ago, but unfortunately my nail tech is on holiday and off at the moment. So yeah, I had them in a nice pale pink with like a marble effect. I put a little photo or video here so you can have a little see, but I'm not going to show you them now because they've just grown out so much. So I was getting the kind of vibe. I actually had my dreads in because I kind of wanted to see what the wedding dress looked like with dreads, and it did look quite nice. I'm not going to have dreads for my wedding day. I'm deciding on a different look for the wedding day, but I just wanted to have a look how it would look with dreads, because then I could just do my hair myself a couple of days before and no stress of what if my hair doesn't get done or anything like that, which still could technically be a stress. So I've got dreads on backup just in case. But yeah, we went try on the dress and yeah, absolutely loved it, and I've now brought it home. Hopefully Luke's not tempted to look at the dress because it's actually currently hanging in our spare room at the moment. I also took in my wedding shoes that I've finally sourced. I actually got them from ASOS. I can't remember how much they are. I'll have a little check in my ASOS account and I'll put the price here. Super affordable shoes. I didn't really want really expensive shoes because I'm going to take them off by the evening and put on trainers, so I don't want really expensive shoes. You're not going to see them under the dress either because I have opted into a floor length, sorry, I forgot what I was going to say, a floor length dress, so you're not going to see the shoes anywhere. I could be wearing slippers under there, no one's going to know. So that's why I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on my wedding shoes, because I personally think it's pointless because you're never going to see them. They're super comfortable, block heel, which I absolutely love, and they're 3 inches, so I'm still shorter than Luke when we get married, and then I'm going to swap to trainers on the evening. I think me and Luke are going to go for a matching trainer vibe. We're not too sure yet. I haven't found any trainers that dazzle me or wow me yet that I want to wear for the wedding day. So at the moment I'm probably going to be in slippers on the evening, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, trying on the dress again, it just brought back all the feelings. I could definitely see myself getting married in it, which is always a good thing. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how everything went. Like I said, in the description below I'll put the links for TDR Bridal and Perfection Bridal, where I did end up getting my dress from, and I'll also put in their Wed to Be as well, where I ended up getting my bridesmaids dresses from. Overall, I didn't find shopping for the wedding dress overwhelming. I just really enjoyed the experience. Yeah, it didn't take too long for me to pick the dress. It was actually one of the quickest things I did, and yeah, it was just really great. I really enjoyed it. For any brides out there looking to go try on dress, I would thoroughly tell you to go to TDR Bridal, and also come down to Cardiff if you're not from Cardiff originally, and go to Perfection Bridal, because they just treat you so well, and I just loved every single moment I had with them. Also emailing back and forth, finding out when the dress was coming in. They were always very on the ball, phoning me, having a little conversation, asking how I was, how my mum was, how Charles was, and everything like that. So they're really, really kind people, and I can't rave about them enough. So they definitely get a 5-star for me. So do TDR a 5-star in how they were and the whole experience of the day. But for wed to be, I'd give it probably about a 2-star, and I only give it a 2-star because of the bridesmaids dresses. For the bride side of it, I wouldn't even give it a star personally. It would be maybe half a star, because it's super affordable. And it's tailored for tall people. That's all I give it. But yeah, I hope you enjoy my little review and my little backtrack of my wedding dress journey. Obviously, when I do finally get married, you can see what the wedding dress actually looks like. But for now, I'm just going to keep it hush hush at the minute. Literally only me, my mom, my sister, and my nephew has seen it, I think. I'm not too sure. Kai, let me know in the comments below if you've seen the wedding dress or not. And my maid of honour has seen it. I've literally kept it under wraps because I just want some surprises on the wedding day, which will be quite nice for everyone as well. But yeah, you'll see the wedding dress in due course when I get married next year, hopefully, if all goes well. But thank you guys. If you haven't already, please leave comments below on what style of dress you think I'm going to get. Do you think it's going to be a mermaid fit, princess, a suit, trousers? What do you think I'm going to get? Leave the comments below because I'll be very intrigued what you think I went with. But thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, bish.
Real hot girl shit.